The chapter Nationalism in India. Today we are going to discuss about the Satyagraha against Rowlatt Act 1919. Now let us understand what was the Rowlatt Act. In the year 1919, the British government passed the Rowlatt Act through the Imperial Legislative Council. This act gave immense power to the British government. By these powers, the government can repress political activities and allowed detention of prisoners without trial for 2 years. Now, by this act, anybody can be detained for 2 years. This act was nationwide opposed by the Indian members. To oppose such laws, Gandhiji started non-violent Hartal on 6th April 1919. People from all the sides, especially in the cities, rallied. Workers went on strike in railway workshops and shops closed down. Alarmed by the popular uprisings and scared that the lines of communication such as railways and telegraph would be disrupted by the angry mob, the British administration decided to brow down the nationalists. Local leaders were picked up from Amritsar and Mahatma Gandhi was barred from entering Delhi. When these rallies and strikes were continuing, the people continued with their hartals. On 10th April, police fired upon a peaceful procession in Amritsar and finally General Dyer imposed the martial law. On 13th April, an incident which was very infamous in history took place. The British government used various tactics to clamp down the movements led by the people. In all these events, one of the very infamous event was Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It was held in the year 1919. Now let us understand about it in detail. On 13th April 1919, for a peaceful protest and to attend Baisakhi fair, a large crowd gathered on the ground of Jallianwala Bagh. Now there were two groups of people, those who came to this place for two purposes. One group came to protest against the government's new policies. On the other hand, the another group came to attend the annual fair of Baisakhi. This whole group of people were unknown about the martial law. General Dyer entered there. He blocked the exit points and fired on the crowd, killed hundreds of innocent people. As the news of the massacre spread, angry crowd did strike. To curb the government, humiliate satyagrahis and force them to rub their nose on the ground and do salute to all the officers. Villages was bombed. Seeing violence everywhere, Gandhiji called off the movement. Thus, the movement was started with enthusiasm and ended because people were unable to understand the true concept of non-violence taught by Gandhiji. People were continuing with their strikes. There were clashes with the police and attacks the government building. It was all so much humiliating. People were flogged and villages. Seeing violence, Gandhiji became much upset. The Rowlatt Satyagraha was limited to the cities and towns. Now let us understand the need of Hindu-Muslim unity. To make the movement broad-based, Mahatma Gandhi decided to bring Hindu and Muslims closer. He believed that it could be done by taking up Khilafat issue, as it was the best option to unite both the communities. Now let us understand what was Khilafat issue. With defeat of Ottoman Turkey, a harsh treaty was signed. The First World War ended by signing this treaty. To defend Islamic world of Ottoman Empire, the Khalifas, the Khilafat Committee formed in Bombay in March 1919. As there were rumors that a harsh peace treaty was going to be imposed on the Ottoman emperors, the spiritual head of the Islamic world, to defend the Khalifa's temporal power, the Khalifa Committee that was formed in Bombay in 1919 was supported by two Ali brothers. The Ali brothers, like Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Shaukat Ali, wanted support of Mahatma Gandhi for mass action on this issue. Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to bring Hindus and Muslims together for national movement. In September 1920, Gandhiji started the non-cooperation movement to support Khilafat movement as well as Swaraj. It was taken as an opportunity to unite Hindu as well as Muslims.